These poems are dedicated to all those whose lives have been spent in bringing peace to this planet. Wherever you are, I bow my head. May peace be on this earth. We are all united with the thread of love. May each one of us realize the garland of life.
Be kind. If I could say what is the essence of life, I would say the following. Be kind. It's as simple as that. Kindness is the foundation of life. Yet the world at large isn't very kind to each other. My dear friend Mark recently had a great post. It said the world would be in a better place if we inspired each other instead of complaining to each other. Kindness and inspiration are tied together. When one is kind, one is inspired. When one is inspired, one is kind. Many people think kindness is weak. Many political people think so. Yet try to be kind in the face of adversity. Try not to lose your cool. It's very difficult. When China invaded Tibet many moons ago, many Buddhist monks were put in prison. Their number one fear was that they would lose their kindness. Each day was a great test for them. Many succeeded while many failed. Yet they all continued to practice. Many of them who failed in the end succeeded. As the famous quote from the 70s, keep on trucking. The more you try, the more you will succeed. Just focus on being kind. Michelle Obama once said, when they take the low road, we take the high road. Rise to the occasion and be kind. If we all did this, the world would transform. All the great teachers from the past said the same thing. Heaven on earth begins with you. Your actions are a reflection of your state of mind. If you have a complaining mind, your actions will reflect that state. If you have a kind mind, your actions will be kind. It's as simple as that. This is not a theory or philosophy. It's just common sense in the crazy world that we live in. Stuffed emotions. When I was young, we were taught unconsciously to stuff our emotions. If anything uncomfortable came your way, you simply stuffed it away. Where did it go? According to many, it goes to the subconscious mind and body. Carl Jung spent a lifetime working on developing tools to clean out the garbage within. Today, our society in general is still in the same place years ago. We have not changed much. It's probably worse. Society at large is flaming each other. With the advent of the internet, things have got out of control. We can flame anybody we want with a few touch of the keyboard keys. Most of present-day society is not aware that 95% of our actions come from our subconscious mind. We aren't even aware of it. We are like leaves blowing in the wind. We can turn this around, but it takes consciousness and effort on your part. Just think, the greatest battle exists inside of you. Where do all wars start? Inside the minds of man. We create our environment, whether it's a good one or a bad one. The wise person tends the garden within. Mind you, the same problems come his way, but he knows how to pull the weeds. Much of society doesn't even know that gardens exist. Consequently, the garden is full of weeds. We even have political parties who know that they are spinning lies just to stay in power. They even admit it. Yet that is their master plan. The older I get, I see that only through kindness can we change our current system. Without kindness, we are simply digging a deeper hole. Politics won't solve any problems without both sides being united. This is called the United States for a reason. We must act like mature adults or as newborn babies. A newborn is absolutely pure, while a mature adult works on the inner child within. We have put people in power who have no idea of this concept. Consequently, they rule with their own self-interest, even when they know it goes against their compass moral code. Don't worry, be happy. This is dedicated to my friend Shay, who passed away a few years ago. This was one of his favorite songs during the early 90s. Being worried and being happy don't mix. It's like oil and water don't mix together. Why worry when you can be happy? Being worried is a negative state of mind. It will never solve any problems. Trust me, I know all about that. I'm sure none of your problems ever got solved being worried. Yet, if you have a problem and you are happy, the solution will drift up to your conscious mind. Most of my programming problems have been solved in my sleep or taking a shower. When the body and mind are happy, solutions arise from the well within. Look, I said this is a practical path. It's not some fairy tale, yet it's extremely practical. We need practical and down-to-earth tools we can use. Most of the time, we worry about the future. Yet by doing that, we miss out on the present moment. Being worried causes the mind and body to get stressed out. The more we worry, the more stressed out we get. This is an endless cycle and very difficult to get out of. Our present-day society spends billions on taking medicine so they can sleep. Unfortunately, this medicine doesn't give one the proper sleep cycles and rest that the body needs. it only compounds the problem. A happy person can put his head on the pillow and simply drift off to sleep. When I was young, my mom would kiss my brother and me, and before she left her room, we would both be asleep. We can train our bodies and minds to be happy. Granted, we never learned this in school. I don't know why. It seems like we have not learned a valuable piece of the puzzle in life. Without this vital piece, we lose out on our true nature. We struggle with life instead of embracing life. I'm not saying you will never have any more problems in your life. Curveballs will be thrown your way. Yet one can learn how to bunt and run to first base. Honor. The definition of honor is as follows: high respect, great esteem. 2. Adherence to what is right or to a conventional standard of conduct. I must, as a matter of honor, avoid any truth of dishonesty. Can you imagine how the world would change if we truly honored each other and held each other in high esteem? For many politicians, honor is a lost word. For many, I must stay in power at any cost. I must twist the truth so it is a lie. If I say the lie long enough, it eventually becomes truth in the face of my fellow Americans. I can spin the truth any way I believe. It doesn't have to be the truth. It can be an absolute lie, yet over time, the lie becomes the truth. Our forefathers never thought that this would ever happen. Many politicians don't honor our Constitution. They honor their own personal power. When others speak up and say that you're speaking a lie, the majority in power will condemn you and vote you out of your position. Honor is left on the sidelines. The cookie crumbles. Our democratic system is going down the drain. When the truth is fiction and fiction is the truth, what state of mind is America in? You see, the minds of those in power have twisted minds, and those twisted minds are in charge of making laws. We have gone back 50 years when they say the election is stolen. From this, many laws are made throughout the land to prevent average Americans to vote. Cheating by average Americans when voting is almost non-existent. Yet this lie that the election is stolen is believed by many. Many high courts have said that this is not true. The election was not stolen. Tell a lie long enough and many Americans will believe it. This is the soul of democracy that we are talking about. We are in a very fragile state of mind. When the lie becomes the reality, we are in a doomed state of existence. Honor and integrity are long gone. We have leaders who want to remain in power at any cost. That is a sad day for America. The winds of grace. The winds of grace are always blowing. Imagine we are lost at sea. We are on a ship with the mightiest sails. There is just one major problem. The sails have not been hoisted. You may have the greatest wind in the world, yet if the sails aren't hoisted, you aren't going anywhere. Hoisting the sails is the difference between night and day. It makes all the difference in the world. The winds of grace are always blowing. Yet if the sails aren't up, you're going nowhere. Amid texting in the sea of life, where are your sails? Do you even care? Grace is all around us. It is a part of us. It will never leave us. We pray for grace in our daily lives. Curveballs get thrown at us. That's called life on this planet. Nobody gets a free ride. Each one of us has unique curveballs that life throws at us. Each one is unique. The winds of grace slow down the ball just a fraction of a second so you can see the ball more clearly. That makes it easier to hit the ball. This is where silence comes in. Silence is the mechanism of hoisting sails and seeing the ball more clearly. Silence is the place where grace resides inside of you. It is your homing device to sail towards home. The more one resides in silence, the boat over time goes into autopilot. The great mystics of the past had this turned on. The autopilot is the same for you and them. One huge difference is that they had theirs turned on. Silence is the way to turn it on. One can be in silence and still be talking in this world. It seems like a paradox. It isn't. Raise your inner sails and you will solve this riddle. Peace is essential. Peace is essential. It is desperately needed on this planet. The world is in a state of chaos. Peace is the most practical thing to achieve. When one finds peace within, he has solved the puzzle within. Each one of us has a piece of the puzzle. We are all interconnected. Peace is the glue that ties us all together. Without peace of mind, the mind is agitated. When the mind is agitated, the body will be agitated. Both of them share the same state of awareness. We look for peace externally, but will never find it. Peace is only found within. Mind you, an outside event may bring moments of peace, but the feeling wells inside of you, not the other way around. Our world would be in a better place if we all did this. As a society, we have lost our ways. Telling lies and knowing they are lies is the beginning of our downfall. When one speaks the truth and is voted to lose their position because of speaking up, The apple is turning rotten at its core. A rotten apple never serves society. I could go on endlessly why we need practical peace in our lives. A person who is wise and practical makes it his mission to discover peace within. Beyond anything else, peace is the most essential. Unfortunately, we put finding peace at the bottom of the barrel. To many, it is non-essential. I would rather have all my toys and gizmos. There's nothing wrong with that. Yet someday your toys and gizmos will be taken away from you, whether you like it or not. Peace can never be taken away from you. This story has been told in some way or another for thousands of years. We have slept in and we think we are awake. In the meantime, we have forgotten our true nature. Peace lies inside of you, waiting to be discovered. We can tinker with our chemistry sets. We can tinker with our chemistry sets. We do this all the time, yet we are unconscious. The wise man understands this and takes precise actions to change this. In every thought you have and in your emotional state, thousands of chemicals gets released into your body. Some are harmful and over time will cause a disease. Some are extremely beneficial to the mind and body. You control what gets created and released into your body. You are the owner of your chemistry set in life. You perform all your chemistry tests moment by moment in your life. That's why I say all the time, the spiritual life is the most practical thing there is. Being in a state of kindness, love, patience, compassion, and tolerance floods the body with powerful chemicals which heals the body and mind. Scientists are just beginning to get on this bandwagon. The East has known this for thousands of years. Christ and other great masters knew this. We were never taught this in our schools. I find it fascinating. Something so obvious, yet we always blame the external side of things. We are oblivious that we create a chemistry set that causes havoc on our minds and body. Yet, this takes effort. It takes the same unconscious effort for our present-day conditions today. You can change your chemistry set. Nobody can do it for you. The next time you flame someone, realize that you are flaming yourself at the same time. As Buddha once said, you are drinking your own poison. Our current political systems of lies and distortions wreak havoc on the minds and bodies in America today. Lies and distortion over time will change our DNA. These harmful things rewire the mind and body. They go into our subconscious. Over time, the body is wired to reflect lies and distortions without you being aware of it. This, my friend, is dangerous territory. Many political leaders are doing this today, all for the sake of staying in power. The more you pay attention to something. I stumbled upon this mantra a few years ago. It came from the well within. The more you pay attention to something, the more attention it pays to you. I know this may sound crazy, but here goes. In the beginning, one meditates on God. After some point in time, God begins to meditate on you. The more you pay attention to something, the more attention it pays to you. It's like a radio station, KGOD. The radio station has been in existence for eternity. It has always been broadcasting. Yet we have forgotten to tune in to that station. Consequently, we live our lives without tuning within. When one discovers the station within one begins to tune in to each moment to that signal. That's the signal behind your breath. It's like a tuning fork. The more one tunes into this divine station, the body and mind tunes into this station. After some point, the divine station starts to pay attention to you. Christ and many other great masters demonstrated this to the world. This radio broadcast exists inside of you. The universe is singing a love song to each one of us. It is custom designed. The operating system, hardware, and software have been there since birth. The radio station has been broadcasting for eons. You just have to tune into it. The only way is to go within. You can't listen to this station with your external ears. You have internal senses that have been lying dormant for many years. Look at a newborn child and you will see what I'm talking about. Note, this is your true nature. You are a part of this divine broadcast signal. Talk to any quantum scientist today, and they will tell you the same thing. You are the universe, and you just don't know it. Roll your eyes all you want, but in essence, that is who you are. We are stuck on a video game of life where we have forgotten our true nature. Consequently, chaos is all around. You can solve this missing piece of the puzzle. Kindness. This is a question that was asked a few days ago from one of my posts. How do you deal with deep subconscious trauma affecting your chemistry, often invisibly? I responded with the following. Let's chat sometime if you want. Over. This simple answer came floating to the surface. Kindness solves all. Kindness will solve all traumas. You definitely won't forget the incident, but through kindness you will forgive. The world needs kindness. The majority of the world's problems would be solved through kindness. All traumas would be resolved through kindness. The universe is kind. God is kind. Your true nature is kind. We have unfortunately been taught at times to be the opposite. Consequently, we flame and are intolerant towards other people's points of view. There's a reason why the Dalai Lama said, "My religion is kindness." He has that deep understanding that kindness is the answer to life. Be kind to your body and mind. Be kind to others. This will take you to truly discover the jewel inside. Meditate for 50 years and have incredible experiences, yet without kindness in one's daily life, it doesn't mean a thing. Spiritual experiences don't mean anything without kindness. Kindness is the glue that holds the universe together. Going back to trauma, simply be kind in each and every moment. Kindness will dissolve any trauma over time. Kindness is a gift from God. One may own all the riches in the world, yet without kindness this person is poor. One may be poor and obtain kindness. He is truly the rich man. Material riches will someday be taken from you. Kindness will never be taken from you. Ponder these words carefully. They have deep meaning. Surprise. The definition of surprise is as follows: an unexpected or astonishing event, fact, or thing. The announcement was a complete surprise. Synonyms: shock, bolt, from out of the blue, thunderbolt, bombshell, revelation. We have all had in our life surprises. Some are good, and some not so good. Life always will surprise us. Something unexpected will always come our way. One surprise at times leads to another surprise. Life unfolds its magic that way. We never know what comes our way. A wise person understands their internal surprises, not just external. These are the grandest surprises. The universe starts to unveil to you the magic of life. Mystics have been blown away for thousands of years. There are endless surprises inside of you. Kindness is the key to opening the door within. The universe is kind. Therefore, only through kindness can you enter. Anger will never take you anywhere in life. Tell me, has anger done anything positive towards your mind and body? So many people can't sleep properly due to stress. Did you know a daily habit of tensing and relaxing your body releases stress in your body? A relaxed body leads to a relaxed mind. Look at a cat when it wakes up. It slowly stretches and relaxes its body. The majority of mankind doesn't do this. We get completely taken by surprise when we get older. Disease kicks in because we didn't take care of this precious temple. Look, I'm not saying you won't age. I'm saying you can slow down the aging process.
It's in your control. This human bot temple is a miracle. Since I was a teenager, I believed in preventative medicine. My theory was, this is the only body you get, at least for this go around. We might as well take care of it.